Pardon me, if there is a David Clark in the hall, please go to the information desk. If you're David Clark, if you could go to the information desk, we'd appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations and welcome, Wisconsin School of Business graduates. It is great to see you today, along with your family and friends gathered to celebrate your graduation. I'm Brian Mayhew, Associate Dean of the Undergraduate Program and Professor of Accounting. It's my honor to be here today to applaud your achievements as students, to celebrate your graduation, and to welcome you into alumnihood. This weekend celebrates a tremendous amount of commitment, hard work, learning, and effort put forth by each and every one of you. You have spent the last several years investing in your own growth, knowledge, dreams, and aspirations. You should feel incredibly proud of all you have accomplished. I know we are. I would be remiss to not acknowledge the challenges that you have overcome. Many of you moved to UW in fall of 2020 during a 100-year pandemic. I know my son started with you that fall. Yep, 10 days in, he was in the COVID dorm. If that's not enough of a challenge, you've experienced and participated in some of the most significant social unrest that we've seen and continue to see in a generation. But you persevered and showed incredible resiliency, as well as flexibility in how you learned, how you engaged with the school, and especially for how you supported one another. For that, we are also proud of you. To those of you here in a supporting role, the parents, siblings, family members, and friends of the graduates, I recognize the important ways you have cheered on your business badger. Thank you for your support and encouragement you provided to ensure the success of our students both in and outside of the classroom. Graduates, I hope you take time to celebrate all you've accomplished. Be present during the festivities this weekend. Take time to reflect on how you've grown and know that you are incredibly well prepared for that first professional job, to begin graduate school, or to pursue whatever journey is next for you. But before we continue the program, I have one more request. Graduates, if you have not completed the employment survey on the back of your program, look at it please. Take a quick moment to do so. For those of you who complete this survey or have already completed the survey, we will draw 3 names and announce them at the end of the program. Those 3 winners will win a gift and a crisp $100 bill. The survey is quick and it matters. It helps us collect data for future business badgers so they can get good jobs and negotiate good pay, so please fill it out. Surveys matter more than you think, and arguably more than they should. You will get a survey in 2 years asking about your experience at WSB. I hope you will fill it out. The results play a significant role for us in our rankings. That's right, the school, the one you're graduating from, gets evaluated based on a survey, and great surveys lead to great rankings for your school. So fill them out and say nice things, please. It's for your benefit. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce Dean Vallabh Sambamurthy, or more commonly known as Dean Samba. As Samba makes his way to the podium, I offer one more heartfelt congratulations to all of you, and offer the first of many on Wisconsins you'll hear this weekend.
I love you too. Thank you, Brian. Families, graduates, everybody associated with the #7 ranked best business program in the country. Five years ago, when I came here, we had a dream, not like Martin Luther King, but yes, to fill up the Alliance Center, and boy, did we do that. As we grow, we'll now need to find a bigger home, but that's not something for me to solve. I'm so delighted to see you all here. So students, families, parents, friends, colleagues, welcome all. I am Vallabh Sambamurthy, the Albert O. Nicholas Dean of the Wisconsin School of Business. With those long South Indian names, I am more commonly known as Dean Samba. Across 11 majors and more than 44 career pathways, you each custom-built the beginnings of a roadmap to personal and professional success. It required hard work, creative problem solving, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone in pursuit of something bigger. It's an incredible achievement. You should feel immensely proud of the hard work that brought you to this moment, because I know that I am. As we gather here today, I'm reminded, for some of you, this may be your first formal commencement ceremony in the company of friends and family. So, family and friends, welcome. It took 4 years, but hopefully we are throwing you a big party to celebrate your graduates. Four years ago, you may have graduated at a distance in drive-through celebrations or even on Zoom. Knowing how far we have come makes this commencement weekend even more special. And it's my privilege, along with all my colleagues here at the Wisconsin School of Business, to celebrate this with you along with your loved ones. To those of you who are in a supporting role, the parents, the families, and friends celebrating today, thank you for entrusting us with your students. I've known many of you. I've traveled the country, and I've heard about your aspirations for your students. Above all, I am grateful to you for trusting us to do well for them. And I hope that you see today the fruits of our labor, your labor, and their success. While it's our role as educators to prepare them to serve as the next generation of business leaders, their first lessons began long, long ago, back at home. Though our faculty imbued them with the knowledge and know-how to earn a diploma, it's the wisdom and lessons that you prepared them with and sent them here to make the business badgers the empathetic, intelligent problem solvers that they are today. So families and friends, would you all please rise and allow us to applaud you? Thank you. You may be seated. So who are these business badgers that we speak of? Let me introduce you to a few of them now. Olivia Acer, where are you, Olivia, is a triple major studying marketing, supply chain, and operations and technology management. In other words, she maximized the ROI of the place. She was a part of the first place team in the Procter & Gamble case competition, took advantage of international opportunities in Spain and Senegal, and interned at Bain & Company, where she will return to as an associate consultant after graduations. Congratulations, Olivia. Seth Harper, an accounting major, maximized his time here as well. He interned for 3 different firms, spent time in Washington, D.C. as part of the UW Global Gateway Program, and he founded a new student organization, Business InterVarsity, investigating the intersection of faith and business. Thank you, Seth, and congratulations. Alexa Siegel is a double major in finance and statistics and earned a certificate in math. During her time at UW, she founded a club on campus for women in STEM. Thank you. She served as a TA for Wisconsin Emerging Scholars Program and as a participant in the Undergraduate Research Scholars Program. She completed an honors thesis and is exploring the intersection of statistics and finance. Congratulations, Alexa. Every year, it is an honor to have a few of our students be nominated from the graduating class to be showcased nationally among the Poets and Quants 100 best and brightest undergraduate majors across the country. We are delighted, not surprised, that we have 2 business badgers being showcased in that Poets and Quants 100. Emily Slavin, who majored in Management and Human Resources and Marketing, and she currently works for a startup by Wisconsin alumni called Sonder Co. She got 2 of her internships just by pitching herself, since there was no job posting for those internships. Way to go, Emily. She was featured in a student profile for her small business, Craven Slavin, and has a passion for bringing people together. Congratulations, Emily. We are proud of you. Brianna Schneider, who majored in Operations and Technology Management and Supply Chain Management, in addition to earning a certificate in data science, founded Women Impacting Supply Chain Excellence Group. This not only showcases her dedication to her field of study, but also highlights her passion for promoting diversity and inclusivity within the supply chain community. Her dedication to community service is evident in her role as the Community Service Chair for Business, Badgers and Beyond organization. Her commitment to social responsibility underscores her personal character and the value she brings to her academic and extracurricular pursuits. Congratulations, Brianna. We're proud of you. Finally, I would want all of you to meet Manuel Alejandro Avila Salazar. Manuel is a returning student, and today, at the young age of 43, he will cross the stage, having earned a degree in management in our online program. Kudos to you, Manuel. You can see that I'm proud of each one of our 700 plus graduates. Though I am unable to talk about each one of you in my remarks today, know that I easily could if Brian did not kick me off the stage. Each one of you has made a lasting, vital contribution to our campus community. In the face of uncertainty and all the challenges that you and we have faced over the past 4 years, you stayed engaged. You took part and even created new ways to connect with your campus community. In an era where it is very easy to succumb to silos or echo chambers, you collaborated. You built relationships with peers and faculty around Granger Hall and around the globe. As division and polarization seek to divide us, you opened your minds to different viewpoints, held challenging conversations, and acted with compassion. If the contributions you make to the world are anything like what you have accomplished here, we are in exceptional hands, and I have great optimism for the future. Your time here at the Wisconsin School of Business is, in essence, an on-ramp to a multitude of unique paths into business. Some of you are headed to Wall Street. Others are headed to corporate America. Some of you are chasing entrepreneurial dreams, while others are entering profit or government service. Some of you are continuing your education at graduate school, hopefully here, and others are heading out for an adventure of travel and exploration before deciding where to land. This is your moment. A lifetime of adventures and opportunities lie ahead for those who are curious and courageous enough to pursue them. Don't be afraid to pivot. Take chances or consider new avenues. Your journey and your path into business are as unique as you are. Now is always the right time to create a life and a career you're proud of. I hope that this prospect excites you and inspires you, though it is okay to be nervous. In times of immense change, remember to prioritize your values and well-being. Choose work and connections that spark joy and provide opportunities to step outside of your comfort zone. It's always important, however, to lean in on your community, be it colleagues in a new city, friends and family from home, or your dean visiting you in your city, or perhaps your robust network of more than 45,000 Business Badger alumni. You're in great company. Bound by your shared connection to WSB and UW-Madison, you're now part of an esteemed group, a community of Business Badgers, who are trusted to lead, who are known for their grit, Midwestern work ethic, and trustworthiness. No matter where you are in the world or in your career, this is a community that you can count on. Maximize this network to foster your connections and share ideas. Pay forward, just like you are riding on the wings of those who are here. There are many of the alumni who I see here, who I meet here, who are so passionate about the Wisconsin School of Business. Maintain that passion, maintain their love, maintain that commitment. When you can, keep the good going and be the person for someone else. As you transition into alumnihood, I also encourage you to continue your studies as a lifelong learner. Whether you return to the Wisconsin School of Business to earn additional badges or degrees, or take advantage of development opportunities in your career, may your curiosity and keen interest around the world be your growth option. Your alma mater will continue to grow with you as well. With a new entrepreneurship major, an expanding career-forward advising program, the amazing growth in our consulting certificate, and a commitment to hands-on learning, we are setting the standard for what a holistic, future-ready business education should look like. As our number of faculty, staff, instructors, students increase, we're also meeting the moment with an ambitious project to remodel Granger Hall. We're creating flexible, state-of-the-art learning and working environments. In 2 years, when you come back to visit Granger Hall, and I hope all of you do soon, you may see students hard at work in modern study places at the M. Hear guest speakers in our updated plenary room, or grab a bite and coffee in the stunning High Cakes Coffee House. I'll save you a seat. But now, the next part of your journey awaits. How will you build out this incredible achievement? How will you help others, better your community, or solve big problems? I can't wait to see what's next. I'll be cheering for each one of you as you take your place among these generations of business leaders. Before we move on, allow me to also take a moment. Please join me in thanking all the faculty and instructors who have been with you for 4 years in advancing your knowledge and skills. Some here and some in the building. Thank you, faculty and instructors. Please join me in thanking Brian Mayhew, who is a tireless advocate for the undergraduate program. I know this because he comes to me every day. And Jim Franzoni, an equally tireless and fearless advocate for the program. Would you two please rise? Among my several joys in my 5 years here has been to invest in the BBA program and bring amazing staff. And I've lost count of how many we have, but there are a lot of staff all around this place who have made your 4 years an amazing experience. So would all the staff and the career coaches and everybody please take a bow. So graduates, this is your moment. A heartfelt congratulations to you all. We love you. On Wisconsin.
Thank you, Dean Samba. My name is Jim Franzoni. I'm an assistant dean for the undergraduate program, and it is my pleasure to work with the undergraduate team and so many of you. We had multiple students apply to be our student speaker. Each had valuable things they wanted to share and valuable experiences to learn from. It was truly difficult decision to choose just one student. So before introducing our selected speaker, I want to take a moment to briefly share some of the things our applicants shared with us. Many reflected on when they started, during a time of social unrest, with protests across the country for racial justice, and during a pandemic that brought changes to how you lived and interacted day to day. One student wanted to remind all of you that resiliency will guide you on your paths, and that while you may be asking what's next in your careers and personal lives, that resiliency will always be with you. Resiliency stood out for a classmate who struggled at the start of their first year, as I'm sure many of you did, to make friends, to find community with everything online, and considered leaving this university. However, she persisted and joined Delta Sigma Pi and found a supportive community that literally kept her here at UW. Community was a theme from a classmate who noted all the things you have in common: changing majors, unsuccessfully hunting for a table in Granger cafeteria, and surviving Professor LaPlante's Finance 300 course. While all difficult, you share a common bond as business badgers and soon alumnihood. Another applicant told us he was applying to speak because he was afraid, but that it was okay because what he learned was that being afraid is exactly what you are supposed to do, and that comfortable situations do not lead to progress. Echoing that theme, an applicant stated progress is change, and change has been happening for your entire UW career, and that it is a privilege to change. Change, another classmate states, requires that you act sustainably and responsibly, that you must build community, uplift others, and consider the second, third, and fourth effects of your actions. That idea leads to another classmate's mantra that you need to leave things better than you found it. And leaving something better than you found it is part of what a student wrote well before we asked for submissions at commencement. This student was inspired during their junior year about how UW creates good citizens and wrote in his journal the following: "At the end of the day, it is a driving spirit towards the future that makes this university so special. It is an unrelenting pursuit of knowledge and passion that has transformed that spirit into a physical manifestation of students who walk these halls yearning for knowledge." I am so glad all our applicants shared their stories, and I am proud to introduce our student speaker who is going to speak to the idea of the power of stories. Tess Trueblood is a marketing major with a certificate in management consulting. Tess joined UW from Kohler High School in Kohler, Wisconsin. Tess is the current marketing director for Area Red, an on-campus tutor, and has been a member of her campus, MKT, and WIRE. Through her experience with Area Red, Tess says, "I have made lifelong friends and have gained such a rich experience of UW-Madison by taking over 30,000 photos from Badger sporting events. The people and experience will for sure be missed after graduation." Outside of her campus involvement, Tess has founded her own photography business, TAT Photography, and is the inspiration and advisor to Shoes for Hope, a charity with the mission to spread hope by amplifying the voices of pediatric cancer patients. Tess has accepted an offer after graduation in Chicago as a management specialist for an engineering consultancy firm. Please help me welcome to the stage Tess Trueblood.
Hello, and congratulations, class of 2024. We did it. For those of you who don't, For those of you who don't know me, I am Tess Trueblood, and I am beyond honored to be chosen to speak today for this special occasion. I would like to thank my parents, my brother, extended family, and my special friends who are here today, who have to celebrate me and who have supported me through all of life, especially these last 4 years. While many of you may recognize me as the Area Red photographer taking endless moments of Badger athletics or numerous grad photos for all of you out there, you may not know my story before I came to UW. My story hit a lull when I was diagnosed with acute leukemia just 3 weeks before my high school graduation. Right after my diagnosis, everything in my world had to adjust within a few short hours, and all my future college plans were set aside. I never planned on attending UW, expected myself to even see graduation day, and much less would have ever imagined being up here today to speak to all of you. When I first thought about what topic I wanted to speak about, it was really hard to decide. I had so many ideas about my last 4 years in the business school that I was overwhelmed in the best way. After many long walks around campus, I realized it's the people I've met, it's the connections I've made, and it's the stories I've gotten to share and listen to. So today, I'd like us to all think about our stories, how we write them, how we share them, and how we continue to build them. So let's take a little trip down memory lane when many of us were freshmen, excited to begin college, but met with the reality of being confined behind our screens. You may recall the Math 8 a.m. Calc 211, Psych 202, and Econ 101 lectures where we simply woke up, logged on, and attended class. Some of you tuned in from the comfort of your dorm rooms, while others joined from your parents' houses. This was a weird time for all of us. My personal health challenges added to it. But through that weird time, I also found hope. Virtual learning allowed me to be a regular student behind my screen, just like the rest of you. Unlike the usual college milestone where families get to drop their freshmen off at the dorms, this was the first year that many families didn't get that experience. My parents never got that experience either, but instead they got to be right there, right beside me, for all my Calc, Psych, and Econ Zoom classes freshman year as I completed all my homework from various hospital rooms. And for those of you who did choose to move in, I'm sure you now can laugh about being sent to the COVID dorms, making a mega bed because your roommate decided to stay home, and dreading the online, mundane scene that school had to be. But know that the power of the internet provided great accessibility during a time of uncertainty to someone like me, and I'm sure I'm not alone there. And this is why we share our stories, because we really are a unique class that has faced very unique challenges during an unprecedented time. Regardless of our individual circumstances, we can all share those moments in that freshman year story together. After completing our freshman year, the world called us back in person as we became sophomores. This was really scary for me. I felt like I had to explain myself and my situation. I remember the first moment stepping into Granger and having to climb the stairs to Nicholas Hall because obviously the elevators don't work. I was weak, exhausted, and anxious to be around so many regular people for the first time in what felt like forever. After literally passing out on the first day of class and telling my parents I didn't know if I could do it, I would have never guessed I'd be up here today. It wasn't until the summer after my sophomore year when my little cousin said to me, "Hey Tessie, you know you're my role model?" And that's when it really hit. It's not just what we do for ourselves, but more so how we impact others through our stories and our journeys. We all came here to college to achieve something for ourselves, yet we leave by impacting each other in so many ways. When I decided I wanted to talk about the power of human connection through sharing stories and the impact that those stories have had on me, I can wholeheartedly say that through the last 4 years, I may have gained a few more wrinkles from the dreaded accounting exams. I can also say that I have gained many more smile lines because I have been surrounded by a room full of magic and a place full of hope here at Wisconsin. So the reason I share my experience of struggling to climb the Granger stairs on the very first day of in-person class is to highlight the incredible support within our school community. Initially, I was hesitant to share my story, but I quickly discovered that the business school is full of people here to listen because stories are beautiful, we each have our own, and stories are meant to be told. And now I would like to ask all of you to pause and reflect on these last 4 years. Take a moment to think about the stories that you have made, the stories that you have listened to, and the stories that you have decided to share. How have those stories added to your smile lines and your time here as a Badger? And when you think about that, I will ask you to also think about not just who has influenced our lives through their stories, but by what. What have they done? What have they shared? And what are you both going to bring into the world after we graduate? Sometimes all it takes is a simple gesture to get to know someone and to share a little bit about your story and the what that has brought you here today. Reflecting on the interactions I have had throughout my time at the Wisconsin School of Business, I would like to bring to light a few moments that make this class extra special. For me, it was the girl who sat behind me in the not-so-fun Gen Biz 360 class, who one day I asked to go on a walk with, and in a few weeks we are going to Europe together. Love you, Bella. Miss Morgan, who exceeded me on being super organized, always complimented my many winter jackets, and made sure to tell me every day how excited she was to see me in class. The guy at my assigned table who congratulated me when I accidentally texted him excited about my job interview because he has the same name as my dad. Shout out Joey. It was my analytics TA, Grant, who took the extra time to reach out and apologize for not having an immediate answer to one of my many questions in office hours, and gave me the wise words to always be kind to yourself. It was also the close friends that I grew up with who have now also become fellow WSB peers, and all the friends that I have made through the Wisconsin School of Business that personally told me how proud they were and that they couldn't imagine a better speaker today. And lastly, it was my favorite professor, Tom Burkhart, AKA President T-Bone, and my amazing advisor, Debbie Whitman, and all the other faculty members that have made an effort to better understand their students and to listen to all of our stories. Because without all of these people supporting me in even the smallest way, from saying hi in the hallways to liking a LinkedIn post, I would not be up here today. It was them and their what they did to impact my story in a forever way. And to begin to wrap this up, while it may seem scary that for the first time there is no next semester, remember the obstacles that we have overcome, the friendships that we have created, and the stories that we have shared. And for those of you who know me and are wondering how I haven't already brought up Taylor Swift, I would like to share a few last words. As one of my favorite artists, Miss Taylor Allison Swift, once said, "You've got no reason to be afraid. You're on your own, kid. Yeah, you can face it." Because no matter what, we are Badgers and we can face it. So as we leave this chapter of life and move on to the next, I would like this space to commemorate the importance of human connection. Whether it's a warm hello, a genuine smile, or the willingness to share a piece of ourselves. These small acts truly affect others and have certainly impacted my time as a Badger. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it. Forever on Wisconsin.
Thank you, Tess. At this time, we would like to recognize other individuals and groups within this graduating class. As I make these recognitions and statements, if you identify with them, please stand up as they apply to you. Let's recognize our WSB students with distinctive scholastic achievement being in the top 20% of the class, marked by the red stole. If you would please rise. Would all of our students who were presidents of student organizations please rise? Would all of our students who held other leadership positions in any organization please rise? Would all of our international students please rise? Would our students who served or are serving in the military or ROTC please rise? Would our students who are part of the Business Emerging Leaders Program, BELL, please rise? Would all students, like myself, who are first-generation students, please rise? And lastly, in our group, we have so many student athletes who have won so many championships. Would you please rise? Thank you all. So at this time, I will ask our staff to prepare to welcome graduates across the stage to have their names read. Graduates, when called by the ushers, please stand and your roll will be released and proceed to the stage to be recognized and receive your diploma cover for Dean Samba. Please return to your seats after receiving your diploma cover until the end of the program. Guests, please stay seated and enjoy the program. We have over 700 graduates here today with us, and this will help us keep things moving. We have professional photographers for Empire Photo who will capture our graduates crossing the stage and at a posed photo to off stage. You can watch for an email from Empire sent to you or your graduate within the next couple of weeks for those photos. And one final note before we continue, I would like to take a minute again to thank our BBA program staff who have all worked closely with this class these last 4 years, whether through advising, coaching, program planning, student organizations, and more. Please join me in thanking them again at this time. And with that, I'm going to turn over the podium to my left to Whitney Derringer, who will be reading all of our soon-to-be graduates' names. Ushers, please escort our graduates to the stage.
Tess Alexandra Trueblood. Isabella Marie Pierce. Samuel James Wells. Alex Joseph Simprich. Alexander Michael Dunn. Alexa Julia Albicoco. Dylan Page Kransdorf. Sloan Meredith Levine. Ashley Biwat. Natasha Claire Bernovich. Jordan Elizabeth Grobe. Angelina Huang. Haley Emery Munns. Zoe Sophia Coleman. Caitlin Alexandra Romo. Rebecca Arlene Stacy. Lena Godinez. Priscilla Puldillo. Justin Owens. Sawyer Michael Sullivan. Wyatt Cooper Fetterman. Rachel Elizabeth Carrier. Kate Roberson. Evan Walczek. Megan Van Steenbergen. Abigail Rose Van Owen. Josh Kenneth Breinig. Jared Ritchie Breinig. Emily Doro. Joseph William Courtney. Ethan Neil Joglal. Jared James Linsendorf. Michael James Nichols. Sydney Schmidt. Zachary Andrew Corbin. Noah Eagle Dunn. Jack Brandt. Daniel Robert Hepting. John William Jackson. Nathan Robert Schinderly. Nelson Frederick Summery. Leo Epstein. Jared Rohde. Joshua Roger Waters. Asa James Lawson. Josephina Brand. Dorothea Brand. Sydney Joe Goldman. Stephanie Hannah Wiener. Magdalene Catherine Johnston. Akshi Arun. Gabby Danijarsa. Mason John Kaditz. Jackson Anthony Tongas. Julie Erin Maduros. Lily Jane Bueller. Megan Kate Trava. Isabel Elaine Fawcett. Claire Marie Salemi. Emma Elizabeth Reinhardt. Jasmine Evanitha Campos. Emily Ray Bush. Nisha Desai. Ashley Marie Frankwitz. Bryn Nicole Vandenzani. Elizabeth Cynthia Fortune. Red Haynes Tornell. Keegan Michael Gilly. Nicolo James Lutz. Reeve Morteza Mohammadi. Thomas Patrick Gibney. Keegan Crepito. Henry Wagner Brooks. Mark William Schultz. Charles O. Weed. Andrew Kurt Pragney. Joseph Kip Duris. Connor Mahalian. Sandra Grace Kahn. Hannah Lori Hausman. Anna Grace Yeomans. Meredith Conley. Mary Claire Arbor. Megan Grace Mellon. Olivia Rawson. Juliana Marie Hannen. Christopher Franz Talamo. Timothy Alfonso Cordero Young. Joe Reber. Ryan Elizabeth Peed. Taryn Elizabeth Bowl. Haley Punzel. Joseph Brian Schisler. Ashwin Badul. Joseph Isidore Schmara. Brett Schutzman. Jacob Dennis. Ryan Patrick Reagan. Andrew Nathan Ellis. Jared Miles Grossman. Noah Benjamin Lash. Noah Heller. Mazahir Anwar. Grace Catherine Grogan. Maya Otto. Alexis Marie Fernando. Marcy Jager Simon. Stephen Shee. Jacob Vogt. Alexander Joseph Coffini. Catherine Anna Promenko. Ashley Rowe. Joseph Stephen Ehrman. Nicole Jane Waldhuter. Hannah Jane King. Megan Linnea Polzin. Brooke McCormack Glazer. Luz Adriana Miguel Longoria. Caitlin Mavornin Thies. Jillian Nicole McDonald. Caroline Page Allard. Evan James Romes. Alyssa Tenenbaum. Olivia Whitney Jonza. Andrew Jacob Shaw. Dylan Sprain. Ryan Stalker. Garrett Luth. Zachary Ramses. Nick Jansen. Connor Renner. Diane Nishimizi. Naisha Obragu, Benjamin Allen Ross, Eric Abraham Perlin, Jacob Frazier Good, Kevin Thomas Brinkman, Jack Christopher Greco, Sean Joseph Feingold, Tyler Allen Green, Aiden Joshua Chapman, Luke Corvino Dvorak, Ryan John Partridge, William George Hendricks, Ryan Planick, Quinn O'Donohue, Shane Kieran Donahue, Paul David Lorge, Darian Blake, Maggie Bell Curtis, Carmen Aileen Fix, Mary Ann Eileen O'Gorman, Alexandra Lynn Paler, Colin James Miller, Jacob Manning Casella, Garrett Maxwell Halleck, Grace Mitchell, Nicholas Evan Claudio, Jackson Ford, Calvin Dong, Nevin Craney, Jonathan Salas, Isa Rowe, Joseph Matthew Bartell, Zachary Christopher Knight, Jalen Marshawn Corey, Nolan Cunningham, Paul Anthony Montagna, Lucas Connor Olson, Louis Joseph Schaller, Joey Bushlack, Trevor A. Griffiths, Jack Marker, Nathan Walter Holge, Jenna Marie Sharkus, Lindsay Rose DeWolf, Samantha Lauren Palmer, Sophia Elena Elbrecht, Ella Jean Harris, Caroline Silverthord Farrow, Courtney Karchuk, Sophia Ruth Grotkin, Ava Palatnik, Peter Buckley Walter, Alexander Thomas Lafferty, Maxton Patrick O'Mara, John William Geringer, Anya Suzanne Arnhold, Gwendolyn Grace Ryan, May Lynn Morales, Case Winter, Umu Berry, Noor Mosin, Michael Vaisbird, Rihanna Chawla, Mira Maya Luther, Erin Victoria Scott, Olivia Barneffect, Sophia Maya Pritzkin, Rashit Mahajan, Daniel Joseph Weisensell, Alex J. Hoffman, Dominic Anderson, Drew Rakesh Desai, Jacob Ryan Bean, Jack William Moulter, Harrison Shinners, Aidan G. Moore, Lily Emma Heller, Ariel Ivy Bloom, Rachel Silverstein, Alexandra Cohen, Book Marie Schleicher, Emily Rose Brookshin, Alexander Robert Lee, Talis Andrade Pereira, Luke Allen Granberg, Chase Allen Folker, Ben Peter Gilkay, Drew Ryan Carpenter, Jacob Mark Decker, Grant Cook, Allison Grace Tavera, Alex Buckles, Daniel John Hintzman, Max Novaselli, Andrew Hall, Moira Shea, Lauren Quast, Jack Christopher Sula, Carly Bettis, Sydney Day, Nicole Pataki, Paige Smoley, Catherine Volovodenskaya, Casey Schlatter, Evan Pilzak, Nick Freckman, Michael Allen Dornfelt, Danielle D., Maggie Klippel, Brianne Carlin, Megan Savage, Molly Christie Owens, Grace Ann Kotarvavik, John Halama, Jake Fisher Stevens, Jack Robert Zakowski, Devin Grant Borowski, Aaron M. Cluck, Juan Baquero Hernandez, Faith Kaya, Alexander James Ho, Samuel Ronner Canas, Henry Mills Lehman, Charlie Summers, Nathan Bush, Sean David Honan, Samuel Willem Steigenberger, Aidan DeCourcy Regan, Thomas Lester Schmidt, Jake William Steves, Joseph Edward Savo, Clayton Batterton, Ryan Fisher, Luke Canteen Jones, Piper M. House, Logan Clementi, Ryan David Burnett, Grant Matthew Bokovitz, Isabella Marie Brzezinski, Molly Tatum Turco, Abigail Christine Manby, Nadia Isabella Petrovich, Katie Jo Hurst, Emma Elizabeth Kravitz, Nikki Yelmin, Macy Elizabeth Holzhauer, Manuel Alejandro Avila, Henry C. Piotr, Christian Gagey, Wilhelm Schmidt, Emily Marie Wemmelig, Nicholas Fisher, Daniel Anthony Epple, Samantha Myler, Lydia Slodek, Chandler Breen, Isaiah Lucre, Elena Danae Walker, Caroline Rushan Rodriguez, Keegan Smith, Joseph Wade, Braden Remy, Elizabeth Maxud, Olivia Asori, Chloe Noel Thorpe, Noah Bernard Cotton, Elijah Joseph Isaac, Damari S. Naylor, Sitalik Ichel Konstantin Serda, Ashley Ing, Enrique Ramirez, Paula Carmago, Maya Shanahan, Michael John Donovan, Jaden Elizabeth Olson, Diego Concha Fernandez, Darius Hazen, Matt Burzek, Aman Sayed, Isaac Joseph Hinneman, Calder Hawking Erickson, Ethan Burke Luckenbill, Kai Dylan Cattenroe, Jordan Ann Marie Helmbrecht, Lauren Aker, Brianna Seipolt. Isabel Seipolt. Megan Ann McLinnigan. Maggie Julie Merman. Molly Catherine Midthun. Morgan Elizabeth Anderson. Olivia Martha Schmitz. Margaret Jean Kuiper. Clara Lavia Archer. Callie Dilivo. Olivia Ship Urban. Regan Isabella Hayes. Reese Henderson. Margaret Baines Gandy. Mary Alice Helland. Jessica Erin Grinspoon. Parker Ray Holscher. Piper Sam Sonnen. Sarah Thoreau Zucker. Lauren Munt. Rahman Al-Musali. Ben Richard Schroeder. Emily C. Zeller. Arwa Bashir. Carmen Karen De La Torre. Magdalena Natalia Guerrero. Morgan Charlotte Sutter. Carly Suzanne Cooper. Madeline Eve Bergstein. Julia Lynn Hoffberger. Ashley Reese Dinnerman. Samantha Taylor Bellows. Jolie Gabrielle Nemshin. Nina Erdell. Casey Faye Friedman. Morgan F. Burns. Bennett Mitchell Hoppy. Jack Allen Ogren. Winston Chen. Bill Weiss. John Lom. Obey Barua. Andrew Miles Levin. Jackson Thomas Leroy. Ishan Agarwal. Michael Paul Viam. Andrew Wen. Benjamin Patrick McClenahan. Timothy James Reese. Colby Wenk. Dennis Yandow. Gavin Gasparov. Tucker Walden. John Robert Dunn King. Simon Mandel. Benjamin Moffett. Tyler Scott Ruth. Henry Fisher Goodman. Alexander Jordan Efron. Jack Frazier Bibb. Jack Anthony Helly. Jude Cotton Jorger. Sam Cleesby. Andrew James Steitzel. Anthony T. Georgelos. Jake Taylor Charney. Henry Harkins. Joseph A. DeJesus. Tyler James Kaplan. Luke Joseph Paskey. Marissa Christelle Trapani. Soraya Sweetelson. Cody Houston. Reese Udach. Shannon Bathy. Jillian Kathleen Moran. Rachel Hannah Gregory. Lily Margaret Weber. Maya Raymaker. Hannah Hansen. Taylor Greben. Olivia Jean James. Caroline Boris. Emma Fahey. Eli Sistler. Devin Scott Ports. Cole John Weber. Ethan Pastrick Ostrowski. Adam Timothy Bernclow. Emily Elizabeth Wizolowski. Ashley Ann Albertson. Rachel Asia Dunn. Isabella Teal. Emily Catherine Olschlager. Courtney Margaret Grill. Rachel Young. Cole Warner. Robert James Willery. Max Garrett Berman, Alexander J. Lowenstein, Mason McCutcheon Berkram, Benjamin Richard Schultz, Jack Oswald, Ryan Thomas Obradovich, Lucille K. McSorley, Charles Peets, Elliot Pedon, Maxwell Douglas Rammer, Anvita Agarwal, Ava K. Geraldson, Taylor Polenti, Abigail Claire Vitu, Joelle Heller, Amanda Nicole Jerry, Morgan Ann McCartney, Ellen Barker, Lauren Roskoff, Michael Nicholas Bush, Caleb J. Alter, Sam Revi, Ethan David DeClark, Ethan Benz, Bridget Davis, Caitlin Mamrick, Matthew Ruggiero, Jack Hendrick Barber, Biki Gurong, Caroline Grace McLaughlin, Zachary Patrick Halter, Grace Adisida, Clara May Schrepfer, Priya Soraya Mehra, Alexandra Maria Hagdol, Lauren Jane Kirizis, Natalie Ann Mathai, Ahmad Luckman Nora Fisal, Miriam Bajunid, Afiq Wan Mohammed, Elina Binta Karil Anwar, Jonah William Schreier, Bilgun Altengral, John Hendrickson, Mahita Kalepali, Niharika Yarumsati, Emily Sarah Slavin, Ashley Marlene Argeka, Kirby Ellis McMiller, Raquel Elvira Rojano, Sona T. Syriac, Maggie Salm, Abigail Narr, Jacob Hunter Jondro, Charles Jeffrey Gustafson, Anna Ahern, Alex Gugesberg, Bennett Edward Pauls, Danny Iskra, Brett Kenneth Schneider, McKinney Dudkowitz, Henry Livingston, Samuel P. Henderson, Hani Sophia Yusani Hissam, Zhao Young Gun, Seth Harper, Carrie Rose Tharp, Jessica Lynn Pintka, Georgia Goff, Brianna Picanich, Matthew Lawrence Grundman, Michael Bauer Ryan, Christopher Baines Brady, Christine Nono, Mackenzie Elizabeth Haas, Grace Marie Schatzman, Caden Nothke, Anna Elizabeth Rutkowski, Jaden Ashley Bartles, Danavi Wallen, Kamuda Sinde, Yuhao Chen, Jason Bumrungtakrun, Brianna Miranda, Akshanda Chauhan, Ryan Douglas Kramer, Cole Dakovich, Hawken Anderson, Megan Marie Neisted, Liam Henry Yellen Shearing, Dennis Daly Matot, Andrew James Stauffer, Carter Nelson, Taylor Dane Wolfram, Alexa Sky Rappaport, Tasha Eaton Pizzell, Madeline Claire Wilson, Jack Robert Muirhead, Reed Romanensko, Paul Colross, Alan Chang, Abdul Rahim Mohammed S. Baali, Samuel Joseph Sheridan, Eddie Ramirez, Nilay Dixit, Daniel Naveed Taligani, Bryce Allen Bixson, Jared Taylor Buckles, Michael Hizami, Rachel Kate Sheffert, Sydney Jahan Bamdad, Aidan Bryce Greenbaum, Morgan Benjamin Shamroth, Emily Hannah Finch, Nicholas Peter Pharisee, Drew Patrick Curtis, Mika Martin Kavanaugh, Will Richard Stockard, Caden Joseph Ciesmeyer, Jonah Giat, Jack William Herrera, Ingram Lucier, Madeline Ray Timmers, Chloe Argue, Abigail Rose Smith, Bailey Marie Mugaling, Madison Goodness, Mallory Claire Off, Bridget Louise Kelly, Isabel Florence O'Donnell, Samuel Harrison Berlin, Ethan Samuel Hurwitz, Ian Michael Nillis, Benjamin Barry Liss, Steph Pura, Sydney Smith, Jessica Elizabeth Lamers, Caroline Koveski, Ashlyn May McManus, Michaela Mekanek, Madison Rupplinger, Kieran Allison Noturnan, Ale Visconti, Sydney Clems, Alejandra Butcher Salazar, Isabella Johanna Ferraro, Olivia Mazursky, Aidan Osterman, Vincent Michael Dominitsky, Nicholas James Plumer, Michael Paul Kaufman, Sung Hoon Lee, Kang Yu Choi, Jung Woo Jeon, Brandon Ramstack, Drew Thomas Brzezinski, Caleb Flatten Moore, Samuel Anthony Gronsky, Maisha Partel, Riley Princeton, Singchen Liu, Jiarui Yang, Justina Zhu, William George Diesel Kugler, Nathan Alexander Boris, Marcus Ruben Liss, Benjamin Harry Lifshitz, Julia Haley Ginsburg, Lee Vicky Tulaka, Jack Michael Hepsech Summers, Alec Werhane, Kinga Tochalovsky, Monica Bowen, Catherine Crane, Nicole Elizabeth Fink, Caitlin Kraft, Carolyn Popelka, Mackenzie Bryant Frazier, Leah Siegel, Olivia Ordoff, Elizabeth Ann Mander, Margarita Sabine Feliciano, Zoe Shanover, Chloe Jade Brzezinski, Jackson Gregory Paris, Marley Michaela Dolberg, Jordan Rebecca Arenzen, William Robert Detloff, Charles David Bitter, Trent Jarvie, Jacob Lenners, Anthony John Shafari, Samantha Lee Krieger, Anna Rita Racine, Ella Caroline Janicki, Brianna Schneider, Emily Cribben, Elena Catherine Malone, Stephanie Panzica, Lauren Sullivan, Eric Dreyer, Davis Barthen, Gavin James Bowman, Robert James Schneiders, Charles Porter Keller, Benjamin James Birmingham, Jake Chefchek, Nicholas Stephen Burns, Andrew Michael Perry, Raleigh Harris, Jordan Gulig, Claire Debink, Caitlin Elizabeth Cassidy, Rachel Allison Burnfield, Jack William Gottlieb, Brandon Friend, Jake Simon Rosen, Samuel Ethan Ben-Levy, Jeremy Max LaFell, Justin Freed, Tyler Jacob Moody, Jacob Matthew Plotkin, Max Stephen Kornhauser, Jordan Maxwell Kahn, Ethan Kastenschmidt, Andrew James Eisenhower, Gabriel Huber, Kevin Peter John, Joshua William Oletti, Lauren Joe Oletti, Grace Henke, Si-Yun Pong, Jinyoung Zhou, Molly Catherine Cody, Mia Lee, Lauren Michelle Hartig, Saskia Nicole Hauser, Aaron Ethan Marvin, Ryan Axenrod, Mac Joseph Zelnick, Lucas Donald Schmidt, Cole Remy, Elijah Jeremy Mykor, Kyle Schur, Brady Eckert, Luke Hupfer, Jennifer Devon Marcus, Cassidy Renee Van Epps, Dawson Gully, Audrey Jean White, Logan Hash, Kamaria Nicholas Haziz, Claire Elizabeth Bloomberg, Madison Lee Shookman, Jacob Peter Tenner, Brian Jordan Fisher, Ryan Fogel, Adam Rubin, Max Levy, Jordan Hunter Wolfson, Ian David Meyer, Max Ross Fimma, Ian Nazmiel, Charles Isaac Goldstein, Damian Crea, Daniel Petrick Milutsko, Martin Blagovev, Anthony Daniel Polentini, Charles Thomas Motif, Carson John Jochimson, Jia Rar Fong, April Rose Trauba, Jack William Engelbrecht, Sam Thomas Weber, Mason Bruner, Garen Faustino Avalos, Jack Helferty, Drew Grismore, Georgia Hughes, Zachary Matthew Rahr, Peyton Matthew Weber, Michael Lawrence McGinley, Tyler Dusing, Caleb Terry Dobner, Caleb Pearsall, David Joseph Latos, Dylan Knoll, Tyler Tufty, Kevin Connup, Josh Lang, Jacob Christopher Lang, Taylor Grace Marie Huddle, Ashley Grace Anseth, Darby Sween, Leo Tang, King Guo, Yijin Yang, Ziyi Hua, Ying Shan Liu, Rebecca Stimek, Hannah Clute, Alyssa Benzine, Emma Rose Abraham, Nelson Geezy, De'Air Johnson, Canyon Pergandi, Holden Kalchek, Stanley Martin Gaither, Patrick John Sitzer, Joseph Patrick Frimmel, Owen Herzog, William Toby Pears, Nora Catherine Blake, Morgan Moti, Stephanie Constance Breeze, Ava Louise Anderson, Grace Kathleen Crossan, George Graham, Patrick Gosenheimer, Casey Richard Clark, Michael Janowitz, Caitlin Ann Steenson, Megan Elizabeth Hutchison, Kathleen M. Selden, Jonah Michael Beeder, Nicholas Joseph Palomino, Ryan Matthew Owens, William Lloyd Counts, Alessandro Medina, Alexander Thomas Stoltz, Wyatt Boucher, Holden Snyder, Isabel Tran, Isabel Fan, Caleb Kipchumbavi Nichich, Hyunju Cheon, Grace Elizabeth Schnebley, Sophie Eberlein, Sarah Ann Maruyama, Sophie Jarrett, Junjae Lee, Max Henry Van Slunt, Bennett Kane, Finnegan David Williams, Rafi Chaudhary, Antonio Mora, Matthew Reed Flug, Kaylin Lissy, Megan McCardle, Akul Athmaram, Gautam Natarajan, Trevor Dean, Farhan Ahmed, Tanner Lee Belschner, Carly Robbins, Florence Huang, Anton Glasgow, Oliver Aiden Smith Akayan, Tyler Camus, Robert Owens, Luke Reichert, Lauren Renee Hamer, Keith Gustafson, Hannah Kieran Sethi, Madeline Marcel Vogt, Ryan William Smith, Rachel Lauren Maldonado, Maximo Slim Myers, Mason Calvoda, Adam Bex, Simon Gregory Brombaugher, Ben Stringer, Ben Griffin, Spencer Wexler, Zachary Dean Wilder, Quinn Marie Horahan, Madeline Marie Green, Sarah Chan, Aaliyah O'Gara, Kelsey Patrician, Will Paul Ross, Chloe Pomona Coles, Andrew Watt, Elliot David Patesgold, Joseph Patrick Shea, Garrett Larson, Adam Michael Jasper, Ryan Michael Figgis, Jeremy Dirks, Kieran Jacob, Mark James McDermott,
All right. Before we conclude, students, will you please rise? BBA students, you have worked very hard to earn one of the finest business educations in the world. We are proud of you. Tomorrow, you will officially become graduates of the University of Wisconsin-Madison. On behalf of the School of Business and everyone in attendance today, I wish you well. Let's give all the students one more round of applause. Okay, I wish you could all give you a prize and a card and money, but I have 3 names. If you'll come up here afterward, I have your card and I'll be happy to give it to you. Sophia Patinkin, Jarrett Costello, and Caitlin Romo. Lastly, I encourage you to stay connected to your college, to your department, to your faculty, and especially to your friends you've made throughout your time here. And once again, congratulations. You've earned the title Business Badger for Life. This concludes our program. Have a great evening and a wonderful commencement tomorrow on Wisconsin.